Hi all, welcome back to another episode on the Banana Viking server. I am Gepwin. I've been away because I've been sick and busy. Mostly the sick one though. That stinks. But while I wasn't feeling well and my voice wasn't up to recording, which is still not 100%, you can probably hear it annoys me. It does, because I hate to hear it when I'm editing. But, you know, I'm getting better. The better you get at recording videos, the less you have to edit is the thing to remember there. It's what I tell myself when I don't edit enough. Also staring at this ugly outline on my head. I hate it. If anyone knows how to fix that, I would appreciate it, because I hate looking at myself. Anyway, this opened with a time lapse, and I'm not getting to it. Because while I was sick, I was like, I need a project to work on. I need something to do in the game so that I'm not just, stalling out and wasting all this time. What's something I can work on that's going to take a lot of resources, a decent amount of time, and would be very, very boring if people had to watch the entire thing. And it escalated quickly. I always knew that I wanted to... Oops, I still have this thing on because I was lighting up stuff. I always knew I wanted some sort of bigger centerpiece thing to this island. It's not in the center. Like, I liked the idea of having our bird portal up on top of a big hill. I did enjoy that. But I didn't feel like it was working out very well. So I wanted to build a just big old pyramid underneath it. And it's not the biggest of big pyramids, which works out well because I didn't plan on initially having a pyramid here. And when I was building it, I went, oh no, I didn't plan on building a pyramid under this thing. If I build an appropriately sized top to fit the nether portal, that's going to dictate how big this thing is because it has to go down at a standard slope for one of these step pyramids. It has to have however big I decide each step. I decided on 2. I decided that these are like 3x3 blocks that are also slightly sunken into each other. So the bottom is a 3x3 block and that's a 3x3 block, but it connects there. See how that works? I think it looks nice. I like it. I like how it looks, personally. And yeah, it's plain. It needs some details. We're going to be working on that a little bit because I have some ideas for adding some details, maybe some slightly better lights on the outside. But I was so lucky because building this thing down goes to right there. And I was so worried it was going to hit the harbor wall or something and we'd have to move some of this and move some things around and figure out how it intersects. But no, it hits the sidewall, which is fine. It hits right up onto this bridge I built, which, making this not look so much like a bridge anymore, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The only thing I can't figure out what to do is, what do I do with this part where it, like, intersects with the ravine here? That's what I can't quite figure out what to do with, but, maybe someone has an idea. I was thinking maybe put a crack there, like, just make it look like the pyramid's cracking underneath it. I don't know. Ain't decided. The other thing is I just built it on top of my existing base structures, which is this cave that I dug out, which actually, so this looks about the same. If you go out to what used to be my front yard here, it becomes just this massive space that I now have. I have a massive interior to work with. Just this massive interior space once I clear out all this rock. I kind of like that it's a mountain inside of a pyramid, but, I want to build an actual interior to this thing. Maybe not a full interior, but some sort of interior to this thing so that it looks okay. Yeah, and then we got a staircase over here that goes up to the top, which is what I'm going to work on first this episode, because I want a better entrance than this and that side entrance over there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the side entrance, because I need something on that side to get to and from the harbor easily. Not sure what I'm going to do with that, but this is going to be the main entrance. And you may wonder why there's note blocks going up here, because I'm going to build... Where's my frickin' thing? Why do I have so many workbenches? Alright, so basically I was experimenting with ways to make the side of the staircase, because I want this staircase to be edged with stuff. And I was experimenting with a lot of things, and the note blocks serve a couple of purposes. One, I think they look cool you know, when I build up the thing like this, and I'll have to do something about this side. Maybe I'll build this out a little bit just to bring it out here. I can't right now because these are to close up that hole. I think I have a few more of those. Build this out a little bit, but I think this actually looks pretty cool as far as this goes. Like, if I take this up a bit more, boop, 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 boop. This pattern looks neat. Like, it keeps it from just being brick the entire way. This texture works surprisingly well with what I want to do here. So overall, I think that's a good look. I'm going to need to remove a lot more of this hill in order for this pyramid to work out. I need to clear some more land around this thing. So this works, and we're up at the nether portal. See? See? All working out. All good so far. We've got a lot of, like, stuff in here. Ugh, it's annoying. Such a big project. It's still daunting, even though it's 90% done. The other thing that I want note blocks for is that's an interactable object, and I want to build ourselves an entrance to our base right here. I want to build ourselves an entrance to the base, like right here. And I did some tinkering, and I have, in fact, built a working model of this thing in... I've built a working model of this thing in my test world. I've made a test world, and I've built a working model of this staircase door I want to make. And we're going to build it here for the first time on camera, which means it's not going to function. It took me forever to work this thing out. I like figured that I'd be able to do something with it. And I found a couple of like sort of tutorials. Wow, the rain's picking up out there. Found a couple of like tutorials that were basically what I wanted, but they weren't quite, and they were older. So I don't know. This is like half inspired by some tutorials. This is half made up, and took me forever to figure out how to make it, because in my understanding of redstone, this just shouldn't actually function at all. Like, the way that this thing functions just shouldn't work, as far as I understand how things work here. Well, darn, I already forgot where I am supposed to put stuff. No, I built this thing yesterday and was like, yeah, I'll remember. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll remember how this works. Yes, definitely. Okay, so if the staircase goes this way. Okay, so this is where the flat is, which means it has to go, has to go down by 1. Which means we must put in the repeaters there. Which means it has to come over this way for the redstone line. Yes, yes, I think that tracks. And then this here is... This here is going to be the on-off switch, which means I have the observer there. This is a janky on-off switch, but I like it. I think I like this one. We got an observer. I've got a sticky piston. We'll fill in some more here later. I got a sticky piston, and I got a redstone block. And you hit this, it pops the redstone block down there. Hit this, it pops it up here. Bump, bump, bump. Oh, that's the problem. That's the problem. These are not in the right place. That's why that was looking wrong. This goes not up there. It goes down here. That's what it does. And then we just take this over here. We grab a stone. We put that there. Yes, and... Oh, actually, no. No, I remember what I did with this. I grab a stone. I put it here. I put that there. I'm going to need one more repeater because I miscounted how many repeaters I'm going to need, but you put a repeater into that. You put a redstone into this. This goes boom. And there you go. Whoomp. First bit of your super secret hidden staircase is done. Yeah, now for the harder part. This is the bit that took me freaking forever to work out. It's raining in the game and it's raining in my real life. But now it's thundering, so I should probably sleep. So this is a very complicated kind of redstone double piston extender, because it has to be flush with this thing, which makes it kind of a pain. So the thing is, this needs to be right next to this, right next to this group of piston extenders. I think it has to be like down one and then up one. I think this is how we need to do it so that it can go up and down to here. Yeah, because the whole thing needs to fold up to right there so that it matches with this one. Right? Because then these stairs will be down here and it'll all match up and be fine. But the entire thing has to be below this line. The entire circuit has to go below here because I need to walk there. That's where the entrance is going to be. Right? We're entrancing. Yeah, because I dug down one. That's why it looks so weird. This is going to be the entrance. Let's put some dirt there because I don't know what I'm going to do for the entrance part. But see, it's going to be at this level. Whole thing needs to be at this level so I can walk across it. There we go. So this bit's okay. This bit's fine. This is working. Up. Down. Up, down, up, down. But because we have to make the whole thing at that level, dang stupid shovel, come on. It's really hard to get the frickin' redstone to function well. So I need to decide what I want for the path block inside, because that is actually an important structural part. I'm gonna go with smooth stone for now. I'm gonna go with the smooth stone for the minute. So that goes here. It's a very important piece of what we're doing. Is the smooth stone. Because it's a weird, weird, weird circuit. So, you hook up the line like this here. Actually, I'm going to build one more repeater while I'm over here. There we go. You hook up the line like this, and then you put down boop, boop, and boop, and that powers this piston because of the way that torches interact with pistons, and powers this piston because the torch interacting with this block up here. Yeah, but if you removed this, these would both just go down at once and it wouldn't work. So what you have to do is work with powering these blocks back here. Because when you power these blocks back here, they do some weird stuff with the tick updates, because when you power this, when you power this block, it powers this piston, but it also depowers this piston. But that happens like a second after itself. And then when you power this, it powers this piston, and then powers this piston, and unpowers some things, and it just works weird, and I'll see if I can explain it in a second. Because the easiest way to, like, work with this thing and figure out what it's doing is to grab a lever over here. I think I'll do, if people want, I'll do like a full tutorial of this crazy contraption, because I finally figured out how it works. I finally figured out how this stupid thing works. So, what you wind up with here is I think I miscounted on my torches and everything again. You wind up with an inverter. See, because when you turn this on, these ones go down. These ones up top go down because this depowers, this powers, which powers this, which then depowers this, which then unpowers this, which then takes these down, right? Right? Are you with me? But if I turn this off, these are going to turn back on, right? Which should take us back to where we were. But it doesn't. Instead, it pulls this down. It unpowers this block, which pulls this down. It powers this torch, which activates this, but only after it gets pulled down. It should activate both, because as we saw before, this being here activates this. But because this gets pulled down before this activates, then it activates this. It blocks this piston from extending, giving us this malarkey. And then when we switch this again, this piston turns on, but before this piston turns off, which blocks it from extending again. And there we are. We're all set. We're back down. So this is our starting position when everything's turned off, when this block's not powered. Now, the main thing that we need to do here is to give this block a input from this line coming over this way. Oop, but we can't actually like do it over here because it's going to get this, so we have to send it over by 1. We don't want it to get like powered by well, actually it's fine if it gets powered by this thing, right? If I turn this on and this gets powered, that's fine, as long as the circuitry that I need for like our double pulse thing is over here, because you need this thing to pulse twice. This actually may make it work better. You need this thing to pulse twice in order to function right. Okay, that's not gonna work. Is it? No, that's not gonna save me any kind of distance there. But actually, okay, here. If I do this, I need... Where'd it go? Okay, I don't know what happened. So the main thing I need is for this to come over here, this redstone dust, and then this observer reads the redstone dust, sends a signal into this thing, which then powers this again, which then, okay, I need one more. I need one more thing. Actually, can I just send it in with this? That might work. That might work. All right, time to test. This thing should function now, actually. Everything should be done. This should be the whole circuit. Turn this on. Yeah, this thing turns on. Everything goes zhoop and sends up. Then I turn it off. I hit this button again. And what's going to happen is that's going to turn off this redstone, which will turn off this, turn this on, bring this down by 1. This observer is going to detect this redstone turning off, which is going to, this will turn off, this will turn on again, send a signal here at a 2-tick delay, and then pulse it one more time so that it pulses the whole system again and drags the blocks down a second time. Let's see. Oh yeah! We've done it. Look at that. Look at that. Secret staircase door. Secret staircase door. Yes, we did it. Now I'm going to put in a little bit of a path block here with like smooth stone. We'll figure out what to do with that after the fact, and everything kind of around it. On this side, I'm going to use dirt because it's easy to remove, and then I know kind of what the circuit is under here. There we go. Yes. And I'm going to leave this lever here because this is not like spam proof. If you click this block too fast, it can break this circuit. So if you like spam click this block, it can break it, and the easiest way to unbreak it is to flick this lever a few times to get it back synced up. So I'm going to leave that lever there because it's an easy kind of debug measure. This circuit took me so long to work out. I was banging my head against this thing for like a day, for a full day. I was banging my head against this circuit. It seems so simple now. But like if you actually look at it, it doesn't seem like it should function, which confused me. It confused the snot out of me. Okay, I'm going to also do some smooth stone on this side. And we can replace the path blocks if we need. As long as it's down, we can replace these blocks without it messing up anything in the circuit. And it will be fine. There, so let's just build a little bit of a stone path out here. And then we'll replace all this with dirt just so it looks okay for the minute. And we'll figure out what we're doing with our landscaping a little bit later. And there we go. Then you hit this, closed up. Entrance? What entrance? I don't see a secret entrance. Do you see a secret entrance? No, Dave, I don't see a secret entrance. Oh my gods! Yeah, we did it. We can now enter and exit our pyramid, and I'm going to finish making note blocks, and we're going to just line this whole thing. And then our next project, yeah, because there's some holes in this. I see some holes in my plan. Yeah, then the next project is going to be to light the exterior and add a few more little details and things. But, you know, filling in some of this so it at least looks good now that this part's done. Ah, yes, look at that, look at that, look at that. Haha, it extends and goes down pretty quick too. It's like not the super fastest of circuits. I'm sure someone could make a slightly better one, but this is so simple and I love it. It's the greatest thing ever. Project number 2 for today is lighting, which you know, things going down. I have my mod that shows me where mobs can spawn. Yellow is, yep, a mob can spawn here. Get out. Get out now while you can. Also, it's very dark here, so there's going to be a lot of mobs spawning. But the reason I have the mod is because I can see where the mobs will spawn without it having to be dark, and the guesswork. And this whole thing is going to turn into a giant mob spawning platform if I don't light it up, but spamming torches all over it is, no. No, I don't want to do that. So what I want to do is kind of work out the minimum amount of things that I have to have here, and how to make it aesthetically pleasing. So if I put this down, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over. So it covers like 7 blocks. So if I've made it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there, and I lit this on fire, the fire is our god now. This covers a lot of the thing. Yeah, but it's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is no middle. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so it's 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's 11 or it's 14 if I want to go in the middle of the entire wall or in the middle of this section of the wall. Now 11 does have a middle single block because it's like 6 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I was 6 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that would also be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that is square in the middle right there. Now that doesn't light up here. Doesn't light up here. What's the space between this and this? Let's see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. I don't think this has a good way to like put the lighting in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, the middle of that is going to be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She'll be right there, which is like 1 over from this bloody thing because of the way the stairs happen to line up. If I light that, I mean, let's see. This corner is still very unlit. I need to think of a different lighting solution, don't I? I don't love that. Don't love it. We might have to like wait until we get like end rods maybe and do something with that. Maybe like run a line around the edge. That would look kind of cool. Look very future spacey pyramid. I would like that. Whether it would be functional or look nice, I'm not sure. Alright, what if I just picked somewhere and went up regardless of the like frickin' slope? What if we went over like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? What if we picked like right there, which gets to the edge? How far from this side is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I go straight up, that's going to look very crap. It's going to look really bad. Right? Because it's just going to go straight up here. There's no good way to do this. All right, let's stop focusing on this side. Let's stop focusing on this side of the pyramid. So this side of the pyramid is not going to work. Right? This side of the pyramid is going to not function in this way. We're going to have to work something out for the lighting here. I think I'm going to need end rods, honestly. Because there's another patterning detail that I kind of want to put on this thing that I think would make that work better. Okay, so we need to get to the end, which means I need to organize everyone. Darn. Okay, well, there was another thing that I wanted to do. So let's at least get started on that for today, so it isn't a total loss on this front. Ugh, the lighting. The lighting on this thing is going to be a pain. But I've got some details I want to work out, so it's okay. It's going to be all right. Put a torch there. Also, we should probably sleep, right? Right. Next place we need to work is over here. We need to build a better entrance to this thing. Much better entrance to this thing than this little door. I don't even want that door to be there, but I still want to be able to get in and out from this side. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just want to get rid of this part entirely and only have the bridge going over there. I don't know. I don't know. We'll decide on that. Anyway, right now, this thing here, it's not really what you'd call a functioning port. Right? It's more what you would call a big hole in the ocean. So I want this to be a port. And for this to be a port, I need to build a way down from here. We're going to work this out with the lighting later. But I need to build a way up and down for this. Actually, you know what? I want this to like start here. I don't want this thing to slope down from there. I want it to look like it's built into the side of the thing a little bit more. Yeah, so I want what's the best way to do this? I need like a block to build this off of. So like right here, I want this there. And then we put the slabs here to make it look like this goes down further than it does. Yeah. And this is starting to cut in. You know what? Yeah, that's fine, because then this walkway and this here, and then this just becomes where the actual... No! This is where the actual like thing here starts. We need to work out some supports for this. I want this stair to like slope down easily. Dang, this is not going as well as I was hoping it would start out. Come back to me. Come back to me, my planks. Oh, can't get the lighting of the pyramid done. Can't get this thing built. Stop that. This is going to be half a block above the water. Right here. Which I guess is just a full block above the water. But this is the level of the... Stop that. I mean, I guess that's good, actually. I want that. I didn't think I wanted that, but seeing it, I do want that. I want the edge of this thing to be up on the side, so it looks a little like a rail or something that comes around. Because I don't want this to just be a couple of ports that just stick out the side. I want this to like hug the wall over here, and then hug the wall back there, and then there'll be two of these staircases, one on each side, and then this bit has some like ports going out into the middle, because this is a massive, massive space, right? It's like a massive, massive space for ships. We need some like down here work area, and the up there is where you hang out, do your goods, like store some stuff, get it up above the water. Down this away is where you get the... I hate it. I hate the bouncing. You know what? And this doesn't stay, but give me a staircase. Give me a way up. Give me my axe. You have my axe. And my lag. There we go. That's like if Lord of the Rings was on a Warcraft server. Right? You have my axe, and my lag spike, and my dots. Has someone done that? Feels like something someone should have done. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Out like that. And then goes around this way. And I would like this to just go all the way out, because I want it to be a square. I don't want it to graduate. There we go. There. So the whole thing's going to be like this. It's going to go around a bit, and we're going to have more big ports going out the middle. That's unfortunate that it's going to have to be like this. Why are you like this? We'll see what to do with you, because I kind of want it to be here for most of the way. I want it to be like 4 out. I want it to be like this. 2, 3. I guess we'll work out how that works as far as this part of the thing goes. And this is where the stairs are, right? This needs to be a little wider just to make up for the fact that there's the stairs here on this corner. And we'll work that out. Okay, that's working. That's working. Now I need at least one support. Ooh, support pillars are gonna be a pain. A pain. I need some support pillars and I need some lights. At least for now, the lights aren't going to be too hard, because we'll just put them around here. There we go. Now this thing is not a horrible spawn platform anymore. Yeah. That's about as far on the harbor as we're going to do today, because there's a lot of other stuff I want to do with this. One, we're going to build at least one big old boat, and I haven't decided what style, because you could always do the traditional Western European style of tall ship with the 2 or 3 big masts and the sails and things. Those always look neat. Little complicated to build. I've always loved the aesthetic of the Chinese treasure ship. Something I've always loved. So that's a possibility. We might go for some more Asian Chinese medieval style boats, which have they don't have as pointed of a bow. They've got kind of a sloping front bow. They're really cool looking. If you actually look up these things, they made some that were the size of cities. is amazing. At least just the Chinese treasure fleet. I love the idea of that. Run into a problem since we're taking sort of a, Mesoamerican influence. I mean, possibly a Byzantine, given the, not Byzantine, forgetting my things. Other B empire in Middle East. Come on. I don't know now. I'm losing out. Anyway, there were some Middle Eastern cultures that built step pyramids before. Yeah. Anyway, something around there. None of them had large boats, so can make pretty much whatever. So the thing is, at least one bigger boat, which is going to need kind of a taller. I'm planning on this going up in the middle, like having a little staircase that goes up. Maybe not as high as this level, but have a staircase that goes up and a staircase that goes down more in the center. And that goes out into a slightly taller pier in the middle that's for like 2 big ships. We'll probably only have one built. Then these on the side are going to go out at this level for a couple of smaller boats. We're going to build a couple of those and have a few that go down and out and are for the normal like Minecraft boats, which would be like little dinghy lifeboat looking things. So that's the plan for this thing. There's a lot more to do, but right now this is looking kind of nice. I don't know about these inner pillars. We might change that. And I don't know how far along to do pillars. I don't know how far along to put the pillars every time. Yeah, but this is good. We got 2 big builds. The main thing I need to start working on is the village, because I want a village back there that all this trading infrastructure feeds, a big city, like just a city over here. I've got some other plans for things later, possibly if we get that far. But we got the pyramid, we got this, we got the big old thing that might be a city. Well, it's going to be a city. I just don't know what kind. And then we're going to start building some bridges. I've been expanding this ravine. I like the idea of there being kind of like a ravine right here, and there's just a bunch of rope bridges that connect the town to the harbor. Just a bunch of bridges that go across every other one of these or every third one of these. Just have like a big old rope bridge that goes across, and that's how you carry stuff back and forth. I think that'll be really cool. And we need to add a bunch of like, barrels, cranes, nets, all kinds of that junk. Random ephemera to the harbor to make it look more lived in. There is one thing that I'm going to do, though. There is one more thing, because it's something that was suggested when I built these. It was something that was suggested when I built these giant frickin' torches over here. And I loved the idea. I just never got around to doing it. So let's remove some of the fire. The thing was, if you put a block in the middle here, I didn't need to remove all of that fire, did I? You put a block in the middle, the fire on the sides blocks your view of it. You can't see it. And then you light that in the middle, and look how much more depth that kind of gives this stacked fire than that one, especially from below. Give me the proper pickaxe. Thank you. See, from like down here, look how that's got more kind of depth as a stacked pyramid like fire than that one on that side. That one looks kind of flat. This one has like the mound in the middle, like there's more material in the center, and it kind of mirrors the curve of the thing up there, and it's blocked by this pillar, so you can't see the fullness of it. You can't see the whole thing, so it doesn't look silly because there's almost always a pillar in your way. That it does add a bit. I like it. So we're going to go over and do the same thing on this side. Going to do the same thing over here. So that was something that was suggested when I built these, and I just had not yet gotten around to it because we haven't really worked on the harbor in a really long time. Also, banners. I never really mentioned that I made banners. They're a flying black hawk. Actually, they're not a flying black hawk. They are the outline of a bird. Whee! There, see, they're the outline of a bird from below with talons. Had to modify one I found online. But there is a bird whose lower outline looks like this. Should look it up. It is called the swallow-tailed kite. I believe it's a kite. Swallow-tailed kite or swallow-tailed hawk. I'm having trouble remembering off the top of my head. But swallow-tailed because of the little split tail. As far as I can tell, it is the only bird of prey that has that sort of tail. which makes it kind of cool. Now we're going to swim back to the mainland with these handy-dandy emergency ladders that I put in here. Because previously there was no way to get out of the water if you were in this frickin' thing. Also, I can't remember, do ladders waterlog now? Because if they do, I want these to go down a bit. Yes, they do. Okay. Okay. They waterlog, which means I need to build me a few more ladders to extend this down. Like, not all the way down, but enough that it looks like it's there to, you know, make up for high and low tide. There we go. Just for the sake of this doesn't just end right here at the frickin' water line. Now, see, when the tide goes up and down, you can still have a ladder and get out of the water. Huzzah! Yeah, because that's the thing. Okay. We've been doing enough. We've done enough. I hope that you enjoyed this here episode, because I did. This was a fun one. Did a lot. We got a pyramid. I need to clear. I'm going to do some land clearing and maybe some minor decorating in between episodes. And then I'm going to decide whether we want to work on the boats or whether we want to work on the village. I'm not sure which. Sometimes I can't decide whether I want to... whether I want to split up my attention between big projects or like finish one of the big projects so we can just have it done. And I'm really hoping that I can get people organized for an end run soon. All right, it's a pain to get everyone on the server in the same place at the same time, especially when all of us have had the flu. But I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, there's the like button down there that you can hit. If you really liked it, there's also a big old red button you can hit that's going to kill me, which I know some of you would like. So, you know, you can do that. Also, it will subscribe you to the channel, but, you know, I'll be dead. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.